Hey guys, welcome to another video on Brand Device where we talk about business and finance. My name is Bharat and this is today's whiteboard. Today we are going to discuss about what are the different kind of tax classes available in Germany and how exactly they impact your salaries. For whom does it make sense to choose one tax class over the other and who can choose at all? So all of these things we are going to go into more detail in this particular video. Now anybody who's working in Germany, they are supposed to get a Steuerklasse or a tax class. So on the basis of this, they generally decide, okay, how much more deductions we can do to one person over the other. And that's how they essentially figure out the system of, okay, if somebody is single, if somebody is like a single parent, if somebody is married, how are we supposed to tax them in different kind of areas? So every single person who is living in Germany, they're supposed to have a basic tax-free limit of 9,744 euros every single year. Any income that you earn below this, it is not going to have any kind of income tax or wage tax. That is very important to remember. If you're getting something charged, then you're supposed to get it back towards the end of the year. Now, generally that is not the case already. But for example, it could be a case that, let's say for 3 months, you earned 3,000 euros per month. So you are just having 9,000 euros. From this, you must have paid a lot of taxes and stuff because again, it was maybe just for 3 months and it was just a full-time internship where you got really lucky and you got a lot of money there. Nah? So that could be the case. But in that scenario, for those 3 months, they must have deducted something from your, total amount that you were receiving. But towards the end, when you file an income tax return, then you will get that money back. That's very important. And this is why filing tax returns are so important. So that if the Finanzamt charges you more money on the basis of your situation in that particular, month or something, they're able to rectify that towards the end. Now, class 1 is generally for people who are single, divorced, widowed, or separated. Now, so again, the same minimum tax-free limit applies, 9,744 euros. These people are generally charged higher compared to other people. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Then afterwards, we have tax class 2. Tax class 2 is for people who are single parents. So somebody who is just taking care of a child or something. So in those kind of scenarios, you also have an additional tax-free limit of another 4,008 euros. So till that time, you don't have to pay any kind of income tax whatsoever. Then also, if you're getting any kind of help from the state and everything, that is also very nice because all of these things can be counted inside this. Then class number 3. Tax class 3 is generally for the people who are married and let's say one of the spouse is earning more money than the other one. So in those kind of scenarios, it makes sense that the person who is earning more is taking the tax class 3 because with tax class 3, you're having lesser income tax deductions. That's very important. But tax class 3 only goes in combination with tax class 5. There is no way around it. Huh? So we are going to discuss that in the next one. The class 4 is another interesting class. Here, generally people who are earning similar amounts, they take class 4 because the deductions are similar for both of them and towards the end it's more beneficial for them. A standard rule of thumb that many people give is that as long as you're having an income of 60-40, it makes sense that you're choosing 3 and 5. If you're having almost 55-45 or something like that, then it makes sense that you're taking the tax class 4. Then afterwards, you have the class 5. So like I said, every single tax class 3 will always go with the tax class 5. So if one spouse is taking the tax class 3, that means he or she is having lesser deductions. Then on the other hand, the other person with the tax class 5 is supposed to take more deductions. That's how it works. With tax class 4, both of the people are having tax class 4. So if you see the sum also it's pretty much 8, 3 plus 5, 8 and 4 plus 4, 8. But again, this does not specify anything, just so that you remember. Tax class 6. Now this is one of the most important tax classes, which many people again forget about. And that is, this happens when you're having a second job. And another characteristic of that is that the second job is paying you more than 450 euros per month. So when that happens, you directly fall into tax class 6. And now tax class 6 is having the highest deductions of all of these different kind of tax classes that you have seen. So if I would have to put them together, you generally have the highest deductions in this tax class 6. So I'm going to mark it red. Of course, on your individual situation, it can also vary. So you can keep that in mind. Then afterwards, you have tax class 5. It also has the highest deductions. Then you have tax class 1. Then afterwards, you have tax class 4. And then you have tax class 3. And then afterwards, you have tax class 2. For tax class 2, they generally try to incentivize that parent more because, again, handling one child on your own, it is not easy at all. So that is the entire story there. With tax class 6, another thing that you have to remember is that there is no free base income. So for example, this 9,744 euros that everybody can earn in Germany without paying any kind of taxes, that is not existing in class 6 at all. As soon as you're earning more, so like let's say you're earning in one job 6,000 euros, another job 2,000 euros, you don't have any kind of like free, limit in the starting. You are paying taxes from the very first cent that you're earning. So for this, things become more complicated. That's why it's always nice to have a tax consultant who can help you out with these kind of things. Now towards the end, I want to tell you one thing, and which is very important, that if you're having any kind of questions whatsoever, it is very important that you really get in contact with the Finanzamt. Many times all of this information is available in German, and which is why I'm translating these things to English so that you can understand it. But because they're available in German, many people don't even bother to touch them, which is a bad idea because you might be paying a lot more money in taxes, which you could be saving otherwise. So keep this in mind. If you have any kind of doubts, questions, some kind of like optimization ideas whatsoever, you can also sit down with me for an appointment. The link for that appointment you can find in the description below. That is pretty much it from my side. If you are more comfortable in listening to videos in German, I also have my German channel where you can see further videos regarding topics of business and finance. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.